improve the houses.
And
naturally you will
medical
away from the
sciences
mosquitoes. And income generation. So there are ponds around you, which is nothing but the breeding of the mosquitoes. You renovate these ponds and you use this, common carps, fish and all. So these also give you additional source of income and also the protein to the community. So all these things have done. And what I went to Karnataka, then I made two committees, very important, listen very carefully. One is the effective committee, one is administrative committee and the technical committee. For the technical committee will guide the administration committee, chief secretary. So when I was there in that, chief secretary used to call every 6 months one meeting. And he used to say that whatever Dr. Ghosh you tell me, you don't believe it. I don't know why I cannot repeat it in West Bengal. Chief Secretary gives an order, GO government order, next day it is passed. And it is implemented, started. You don't believe it that fast they do. And that is the reason they say, hierarchical thing and JP, CS, yes, play, they don't under him, there are all developmental departments under the JPCS. They have got a beautiful democratic setup of system. But how to make them efficiently follow with scientists who is to guide them. So this is the actually this is the thing I think now Planning Commission is following this block level task force vector control. How it came when I was working there, and there was one assistant commissioner at the block. He called me. I reached late night in the guest house, 10 o'clock. He said, I said, tomorrow. He said, tomorrow morning I am going to Bangalore. I said, we'll sit here then. We had a dinner. Up to whole night we discussed the thing and then talk about this action plan, task force plan. You don't believe it, this is followed in Karnataka. And now I was told that Planning Commission has taken up this model. And also some Southeast Asian countries, they are going to follow this model. I was discussing with the ALUMNI CEO, Dr. Sarthak Das. He said, I go through this article and then we have to follow this model for the better implementation at the block level. I was talking about the B.A. Rao, how gentleman has observed how that, Anopheles pilicefacis is the vector of malaria, but it is not everywhere. It is not everywhere. That question comes, why it is not everywhere? So, the role of seedling species, and you can see the challenge was Karnataka. I told you, wherever I was going, you don't believe it, every house full of malaria, and this sericulture going in this fashion. So they said, sir, we don't want any insecticide. Let me having malaria, but we don't want insecticides, and that is the challenge. And I took it a challenge. Now malaria has become zero, and almost whenever you release the fish, it's become zero now. And see, you can see I was having different workshops, meetings. It helps in a great way. And even that, this Panchayat president, I was talking how they can, release the fish. And it was a kind of a, evolutionary momentum came out in a big way. And it's really an experience for others to follow. And you can see our work was actually technically audited by the CAG, which is the highest body, Comptroller Auditor General, under President of India. And this was discussed in the Parliament. After the Parliament, that time Prime Minister Manmohan Singh called us and all the chief ministers that why don't you follow this thing. So Assam government came, and you can see all the officials from Assam government, and now they have introduced it, and you can see how it has become a model. And this was in Ramakrishna Mission in Bangalore, how we can involve this all religious bodies in different way, and this has become a great success in the fashion. And he is the Health Minister of Karnataka. And you can see another Health Minister, Dr. Malaka Reddy, he was Professor of Medicine. You cannot make him fool. Such a wonderful gentleman. When I was camping, when the Sadanand Gowda was the Chief Minister, he called me, he called, he's this fellow, he is from Bengal, he has come. And you people, you don't work here. And why didn't I can replicate another course here? That is the thing he was telling these people. So that is the thing, so interactions we had, and then it's politically very important, very important. And see how this momentum, now they're using the peas in dengue control, and I have seen villages for villages. So it's a huge thing now. And I am now trying to convince WHO how we cannot do it in Africa. And probably Dr. Seth Iris is in touch, Professor Joe Lyons is in touch. He's putting some students in Ethiopia. He said, "You please help us how we have done." So that is the thing going on dialogue. So these are the fish. Now everywhere you can see that there's gone a big way. So I did one publication in Kalajatha, folk theatres of community awareness day. And this article has cited many social scientists and social body, how a folk theatre can change the face of the disease transmission and disease transmission. And we also had we are talking of digital era. So digital surveillance is very important. We get this digital surveillance. So this has come down in a great way. There has now same thing. Their policy, they have also mentioned about one. And now I think by another 2 years, Karnataka will be seen. So Gorakhpur also we did the work on AE control. You can see in the one. There is a huge publications in the media, and really it was a good experience working with all these people in different sectors. And huge media coverage. So in Gorakhpur, they have done one good program called Dastar. Judge Adityanath, he introduced the program with our help, and it is working very well in that fashion. Now, if you come the new vector control tool, gene editing in a big way, and light traps, and then Wolbachia now, Utam is in a big way, Wolbachia. Ticks now have taken scientists working on that. Then green fabricated nanoparticles effective in mosquito vectors. There are things are coming up in a big way. Then traps now. I have brought one trap. This trap, I can tell you, I'm working with this platform. It was in Shark Tank. This is actually called EcoBio trap. It's a plain EcoBio trap, and this is made of paper pulp. And in that we have put patches on attractant, heli, and IGR compound. And we have working in Dharavi. The result is fantastic. So they saw it was in the media. Shark Tank people, they contacted the CEO, and in 14th of February it was broadcasted in that. So I'm working in this as an advisor, and you might be knowing Professor Das Das. Actually, he told, "Boss, you please help this group." And now coming in a big way. When I was working in Dharavi, the greatest slum in Asia. So how this net came out? The market you cannot place anywhere. Such a cozy place. Even you cannot walk down with an umbrella if you are in. And this we had developed, and then if we hang it, put just 2 liters of water, hang it, huge mosquitoes will come and breed and they die. So we can eliminate mosquitoes in this fashion. So this is one platform now that I am working with. And then house modifications, and now I am that drone you are telling now. Drone surveillance and drone way of the Rwanda, they are very successful in drone way of insecticide sprays. I was talking to the Pakistan director, Dr. Mukhtar, and he also having been surveillance through drones in Pakistan, don't believe it. And then this the Pretoria studies students, it was on the footwear repellents and all. So this is another attractive targeted sugar pets. And if you have siRNA based targeted one, only mosquitoes will be attracted, not other insects will be attracted. So that is the thing going on. Dr. Mysore from I think Colorado University, he is working, he is in touch with me. So we are working in a big way. Now I think the threats are many threats are there. Incident resistance, anopheles defense invasion, change in vector behavior, outdoor biting, net attrition, replacement of the nets, climate change, residual transmission, and knowledge. Plasma knowledge is another threat in malaria elimination in Malaysia and all these things. So these are the challenges. And some photos I am showing you. The minister came to my department, and you can see SAMYAJIT, the chief WHO and DG ICMR. She used to visit every time. He said, first I visit Bose, and she used to visit, and she was so thrilled. And then this pics came out because of her recommendation. Please contact Bose, and he will help you. And I helped a lot in that way. So this is the elimination framework meeting. I was especially invited for this meeting. I was one of the organizers for WHO regional meteorological meeting. And I was in